A 1-minute silence is observed as Lagos State mourns the victims of the devastating fire at the Great Nigerian Insurance GNI building, which occurred on December 24, a day before Christmas.
Okay, so may their gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, during a follow-up visit 8 days after the tragedy, confirms that 8 people lost their lives, while 13 others were rescued at different times. 5 victims were said to have been identified, with DNA tests required to establish the identities of the remaining 3.
We've also, during the period, rescued about 13 persons, at different, times, at different dates on this. I'm aware that there's been several speculations around missing persons, and there's been several newspaper reports about some brothers or some sisters that are missing. And so what we've done is that we've created an active site here. We have LASEMA here, we have NEMA, Federal Emergency Agency, we have LAPCA, we have CBD, we have the police, we have DSS, we have every of our first responders are still active on site, and all of them are still here reviewing.
The governor describes the building as severely damaged and structurally unsafe. He says material integrity tests have been ordered, emergency responders remain on standby, and the area has been cordoned off within a 100-meter radius as investigations continue. Governor Sanwo-Olu also highlights multiple safety violations, including poor building practices, reckless use of power sources, and blocked access routes that hindered emergency response.
Going around the back on Breadfruit Street into Shita, I counted well over 14 generators that are on 4 floors, on 5 floors, on 3 floors. I've seen buildings that have been built on top of buildings. Complete lack of regulation to what is called the essence of building codes and conformity with building regulations. And so it will be an opportunity for us to do a lot of regeneration also in this whole area. Right? And so we're speaking and we're talking to property owners, we're talking to whatever name they are, developers. Let them come forward, because it's not going to be that building alone. It's going to be a tough decision, but it's going to be a proper decision that we're going to be taking to preserve life and property. Because when it happens, it is still on us. So in terms of measure, that's why I'm also explaining to people that are owners of this property, if it's going to take us 5, 6, 7 to go down, they will go down. For that measure that you're talking about, for it not to repeat itself, it has to be total compliance. Total compliance.
The governor confirmed that affected structures will be demolished to enforce safety standards, stressing that the administration will not shy away from its primary responsibility of protecting lives.